And good afternoon, and welcome once again to the Stubblefield Center on the University of Arkansas Fort Smith campus for the final day of the 40th annual Coca-Cola Christmas Classic. Our broadcast presented by our friends at The Party Place, the Party Supply Superstore. I'm Blair Cartwright. Our cast of characters is back again. Liv Willie on the controls, Brooks Cartwright running the camera, and we've got the final day of this, what has been an outstanding high school basketball tournament. We're so glad you are with us again today for the final day of the Coke Classic. And of course, the great thing about the Coke Classic, plenty of Coke. Plenty of Coca-Cola at the Coke Classic, which I always like. So let's talk about the two teams coming up to play. They're both looking for their first win in this tournament. That is the Southside Mavericks and the Joe T. Robinson Senators. Southside lost to Charleston to open up the tournament, 55-65, then lost to Jacksonville yesterday, 51-56. Robinson lost to the Northside Grizzlies to open it up, 52-68, and then lost yesterday to El Dorado, 53-80. We're just about set for the introduction of the starting lineup, so we will send it down to our tournament announcer, Preston Williams, for the introduction.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Stubblefield Center on the campus of the University of Arkansas Fort Smith, host of the 2017 Coca-Cola Christmas Classic. This game will feature the Jacksonville Titans and the Southside Mavericks. Starting lineup starts for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Mavericks of Southside. A 6'2" senior forward is number 12, Alice Brewer. At 5'11", a junior guard is number 11, Tyree Solomon. At 6 foot, a junior guard number 5, Tate Gatewood. A 6'2", senior guard number 4, Mike Moore. And a 6'3", senior forward, number 15, Dylan Hamilton. Mavericks of Southside are coached by head coach Chuck Duke. Freshman is Robinson High School in Simmons. Starting right for the whole team on the scoreboard. At 5'11", the junior, number 1, Xavier McGraw. A 6 foot, senior number 2, Cameron Bush. At 6'2", the senior, number 4, Javion Porter. At sophomore, at 6'2", forward, number 22, PJ Hall. And a junior, number 23, Quincy Johnson. And Senator Robinson.
All right, so we're ready to go for Robinson. They will be the home team in the home whites. McGraw, Bush, Porter, Hall, and Johnson for Southside in the Columbia Blue road jerseys. Moore, Gatewood, Solomon, Hamilton, and Brewer. Moore was the high point man yesterday for Southside. 14.7 rebounds in the loss to Jacksonville. Dylan Hamilton had a double-double. He had 10 points and 11 rebounds. The player to watch for Joe T. Robinson will be Cameron Bush, the 6-foot senior. 15 points and 2 rebounds yesterday. He had 17 points against Northside. Xavier McGraw had 12 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. And we are underway, and Southside with the ball early on. Brewer inside to Hamilton, and that's an easy one off the glass for Dylan Hamilton, and Southside is on the board, and we are underway with day 3 of the Coca-Cola Christmas Classic. Our coverage presented by the Party Place. McGraw drives in, now kicks it out. Mr. Bush thought about a shot. McGraw will take the shot. Three-pointer is no good, and the rebound controlled by Ike Moore. We'll have the naming of the all-tournament teams today. That one goes off Moore's leg and will be out of bounds to Robinson. Robinson 6-6 on the season. They've lost both games in the tournament and the 2-game losing streak right now for Anwar Harden's team. Southside's riding a 4-game losing streak. Unfortunately for them, Charlie Cooper, the head coach, somebody's streak's going to end after this one. And the winner will be the 7th place team. Mr. Bush from the free throw line extended, no good. Rebound goes to Southside. Bush making a case for the all-tournament team, but has not scored yet. Everybody's taking about 3 minutes to get going. They should be familiar with the surroundings now. That is Porter for 3, no good, and Brewer can't control the rebound. He and Moore were battling for it. It goes out of bounds. Or Solomon was battling Brewer for the rebound. It goes out of bounds. It'll belong again to the Senators. Everybody will start conference play this week. McGraw and Solomon battle for it, and somehow McGraw manages to tiptoe the sideline and stay in bounds. Tried to set up Porter on the wing, and he thought McGraw was going to take it to the basket, so he wasn't ready for the pass. Southside shot 44% from the floor yesterday against Charleston. 47% was the shooting percentage for Robinson against Northside, but that dropped to 34% yesterday against El Dorado. Oh, I'm sorry. Southside played Jacksonville yesterday and shot 36%. Solomon with a 3, and Southside's quickly up 5-0. And a lot of contact down on the other end. McGraw's going to be okay as Moore helps him up. And no whistle. A little surprising there. Both teams struggle at the free throw line, to say the least. Southside 14 of 30 from the line in the tournament. Meanwhile, Robinson's 22 of 42. And they are now on the board. Quincy Johnson with the bucket. He's had a nice tournament. Got a start yesterday, getting the start today. Had 4 points off the bench in the opener against Northside. Playing a zone. Southside sends Solomon working the baseline back and forth. He can't find the space. Gatewood's going to drive in the lane. Hamilton's there with the rebound, the putback. It won't go, but he'll draw the contact and get 2 shots. Javion Porter will pick up the foul. It's first foul of the ball game, and Mr. Hamilton goes to the line for a pair. Knocks the first one down. He'll get one more. Getting at the double-double yesterday. 10 points, 11 rebounds. He's had a nice tournament. He very well may end up on the all-tournament team before it's all said and done. Of course, depending on what happens today. And of course, we'll have the naming of the tournament MVP after the championship game featuring Little Rock Hall and Bryant. Nice move inside by Porter. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound, put back, no good. Porter gets it back and goes high off the glass, no good. Gets it again. 3 offensive rebounds on that possession by Robinson, but they couldn't get it to go. Ike Moore picks up his first foul, and that will send Mr. Porter to the line for a pair. Missed it, and we're going to have a jump ball. The possession arrow belongs to Robinson. That's Bush with the ball. Oh, knocked it off of Moore's leg, and they play on. Surprised they didn't blow the whistle there and stop play. Solomon drives into the lane, swatted away, but Southside comes away with it. They go back inside to Hamilton. Now it's kicked out of bounds, and they'll say it went off of Porter, and it will stay with the Mavericks. Mavs will inbound underneath the baseline and kick it out to Solomon, and he'll set that is Gatewood up top. 3-pointer on the way from Moore, and he knocks it down. Ike Moore has given Southside a 7-0 lead. McGraw quickly on the other end off the window. I believe Southside has actually had the lead in both games they've played early on, only to see the other team come back. Hamilton, nice spin move in the lane, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Bush, and he'll bring it up the floor. He'll pull up for 3. No good. Rebound Gatewood. Trying to start the break because they've got numbers. He'll take it in himself, 1-on-3. The numbers caught up with him that time. Johnson into the glass, contact with Hamilton, but they play on. I almost get the feeling officials are just got to let them play today. Unless they draw blood, they're not going to blow a whistle. And, you know, everybody's seen everybody now for 2 days, so they kind of know what to expect. 3-pointer again for Moore, and look out. Ike Moore is on a roll right now, the 6'2 senior. Heated it up yesterday, he's heating it up again today. Inside, count the basket for P.J. Hall as he draws contact. Both teams starting to find their offensive rhythm right now. Coleman is, I don't see Coleman on the floor for Southside. Obviously he's out there. They called the foul on him. Gatewood drives in. Okay, he checked in for Brewer, so they snuck in a substitution while I wasn't looking. We've got a player shaking up on the floor, and that is Cameron Bush. He's okay, he's up and moving around. Slow start so far for the Senators. And P.J. Hall picked up a foul somehow on that one. So that brings the team totals, both teams with 2 fouls early on. Southside will inbound with 3:13 to go in quarter number 1. Rebs had more, I'd say Rebs, I knew I was going to do that at some point. It used to be the Rebels, now they're the Mavericks. More airballed that one. And I think they're going to say it went off Robinson. Marshall and Thomas have checked into the Southside lineup, so they've gotten noticeably smaller. Small lineup on the floor for Robinson. So we'll look for the tempo to be pushed a little bit. Gatewood had a clear run to the basket, couldn't get it. Bush, a lot of contact there. McGraw kicks it out to Bush, and they will back it out and reset the offense. Yeah, they're definitely letting them play a lot more than they were the first 2 days. We've seen a lot of contact go uncalled. P.J. Hall to the basket. He draws contact. They're going to have to call that as he went up for the shot and was blocked. Dalton Thomas picks up his first personal foul. Elliott Harris is checked in. Hall missed the free throw. Brewer checks back in for Southside. Second free throw for Mr. Hall, and that one way short off the front of the rim. Brewer will bring it down. Coach Harden is not happy with the defense right now. Trying to get him directed. Trying to find an open shot. Brewer goes in, dishes it inside to Thomas, and he's fouled underneath, and they're either going to get Harris or Porter. And Coach Cooper immediately calls the other 4 Mavericks over to discuss what they need to be doing on that. Foul on Harris, that is his first, as Thomas misses the first free throw. Missed them both. Again, we mentioned how both teams have struggled from the line. Nice give and go. Up goes Hall, no good. Rebound by Thomas. And Southside's just owning the boards right now. Robinson not getting any second opportunities the last 3 minutes. They've got more open on the wing than I ever saw him. Now Coleman's in a little bit of trouble and anticipated more cutting back toward the scorer's table, and he cut in. So that results in a turnover as York will check in for Southside and Coleman will check out. Well, we've gone a while without a basket made. Southside on top by 5, under 90 seconds left. McGraw kicks it out. Bush, nice fake, pulls up, kicks it out to Porter. Porter, no good. Rebound battled for. Bush comes away with it. Now he'll drive in unimpeded and score. Cameron Bush has his first basket of the ball game, and McGraw thought he had a steal, and they're going to call him for a block. Coach Harden did a little pirouette in front of the Robinson bench. That was a pretty graceful move. Thought they had the defensive set they wanted. Brewer cross court. York, he's guarded up, and now Southside has to reset. Moore takes it in, draws contact, and he'll go to the line. Boy, Ike Moore has really played aggressively the last 2 games. And it's paid off for him, I believe, Cameron Bush. No, it's P.J. Hall picks up the foul. Moore's free throw no good. Under a minute to go, game 1 of the Coke Classic presented by the Party Place. Moore got the second one to go. So the Mavericks on top 14-10. McGraw fakes, now drives in, contact, shot won't go, rebound. Hall's got it, looks for help, dishes it over to Harris. and he banks it in. Here comes Moore, clears out. Open shot for Marshall, no good. Rebound by Robinson, and they can tie it on this possession. Bush had McGraw open on the wing. Now they kick it over. Here's Hall, thought about a three, almost stolen. There's contact, and that's going to be a foul on Marshall. His first, that's the fourth team foul on the Mavericks. Two-point game, under 10 to go. Tried to force the pass in. Moore stole it. Wow, fancy behind the back, but McGraw comes up with it. He's got to get it off, and he's not going to do it in time. So we've completed 8 minutes of action, and Southside has a 2-point lead, 14-12.
People here in Arkansas, yeah, they love to have their fun. So when they want to party right, and when the party place gets it done, balloons, costumes, and decorations, the themes of party education. It's time to party, so come to the party place. It's time to party, so come to the party place. Let's party.
Ready for quarter number 2. Southside on top of Robinson, 14-12. And the Mavericks have led after the first quarter of every game in the tournament so far, but the final score is the one that really counts, and that's where they've come up short. This could be the day that streak ends. They would like that very much. York for three. Knocks it down. 5-point lead now for the Mavericks. Inside, no good. Hamilton's back in. He's got the rebound. Southside looking to push it. York back out to Gatewood. And he had it just ripped away by Bush. Ahead to P.J. Hall. He'll take it in 1-on-2 and draw contact. And I think they're going to get Mr. Brewer for a foul. And that is correct. Brewer picks up his first. And Hall goes to the line for 2 and misses the first. Tyler Terrell will come in and replace Javion Porter. Second one on the way, no good. Missed them both. Porter was open. Now York from the corner for 3. Oh my goodness, they're going to have to guard him. He's got 2 threes already. Elijah York with 6 points, and it's an 8-point Southside lead, their biggest margin so far. Robinson trying to find some offense, almost throws it away. Bush has got it. They'll work it around, tried to work it to Harris, and York came away with it. Now he leads the break. Mavs with numbers. 3-pointer for Desmond Marshall. And timeout Robinson. And we'll take it with them. 23-12. Mavericks on top.
Weichert King Realty Group provides an extraordinary real estate experience for clients and agents. Come see us at 3920 Rogers Avenue or online at kingrealtygroup.net.
Birthdays are always big at the Party Place. Balloon bouquets, balloon creations, and all your party favors and your favorite themes. Also, don't forget, we sell costumes all year long for any occasion. The largest locally owned party supply store in Arkansas with 3 locations. Fort Smith, just down the street behind Central Mall from us. Rogers and Conway. That's the Party Place, the Party Supply Superstore. Robinson's got to figure out how to score some points. That has been a little bit of an issue for them so far in this ball game. So you can bet Coach Harden's in there drawing something up. Coach Cooper, on the other hand, for Southside, has to like what he's seen of his ball club so far. They've done well on both ends of the floor, offensive and defensive, and thus they have an 11-point lead with 6:43 to go until halftime. Elijah York has been a spark off the bench with 2 threes, and then Marshall just knocked one down, so a 9-0 run for the Mavericks. And they thought they had one inside. Hall looked like it got blocked by York, and they're going to call York for a foul. And the Maverick fans a little disgusted with that, but love the effort from York. So Hall will get 2 free throw opportunities here. Robinson already 2 of 5 from the line. Gets the first. And interesting that Robinson is, as you can see, he's conceded the rebound. All 4 players back standing at half court. So Southside easily with the rebound there. And we've got a 10-point ball game as Brewer brings it across the midcourt stripe. Drives inside, hangs in the air, and they're going to say he traveled. He collided with Mr. Harris. Mr. Harris didn't budge. So Robinson with the chance to get this lead of Southside's under 10 for the first time in a while, if they can convert here. And if they can convert, it's kind of been a theme today. Bush and Harris. Now that's Hall. Bush has not looked to score much today. There he goes. Drives in the lane and banks it in. He's going to have to do more of that to bring the Senators back. He's got 4 points. He's been in double figures in both games. Marshall feeling it from the wing. No good for 3, but Hamilton's there with the rebound, and then Marshall cuts into the lane and gets the basket to go as he's fouled by Hall. So Marshall will get an opportunity for the old-fashioned 3-point play, and Hall will come out. Sebastian Kelly checks in for Robinson. And it gets awful quiet in here when the ball's in play. Marshall makes the free throw. He's got 6 points off the bench. He and York combined for 12 off the bench. That's been huge for Southside. Bush and Elliott giving and going. York putting the pressure on Bush. McGraw's open. Now he will look for help. Gets it back to Bush. Thought about a 3. Now drives into the lane. Pull-up jumper. No good. Rebound York. He'll look to push it. Runs into McGraw, and they both go tumbling. So here comes a whistle, and it's going to be a foul on McGraw. And that will be his second. McGraw, the 5'11 junior. Been steady at the point for Robinson. Marshall will check out. And Moore checks back in, and Southside's in the bonus from here out. York knocks down the free throw. Mavs are back up by 12. Second one on the way. That one's well short. Bush trying to drive baseline. Got more out of the way. That's going to be a 2 if it goes, but it doesn't. Marshall with the rebound. Lost it. Harris has it. Goes to the window. He's fouled, but it won't fall, and Gatewood's going to pick up a foul for Southside. And now that will put both teams now in the bonus. And Elliott Harris with 2 points so far steps to the free throw line. his first free throw attempts of the tournament. And knocks the first one down. Knocked them both down. He's got 4 points, and the lead is back down to 10 as we are under 5 minutes to go until halftime. Gatewood drives in, finds Brewer. A lot of contact, missed the shot. Robinson with the rebound. They try to get it out. Here comes Bush. And he gets it to go. Cameron Bush starting to heat up. He's got 6 points. He can be a spark plug for this Robinson team. Southside's going to have to try to contain him if they can. Moore trying to get open, and Marshall needed some help, and he got pressured into turning it over. So Robinson now has seized the momentum somewhat. Terrell drives inside, gets his own rebound, fouled, and it goes. So Terrell with Terrell with a opportunity for a three-point play here. Porter will check back in, and Harris will check out. Terrell with one free throw, he missed it. And it goes out of bounds off Southside. It's going to stay with Robinson. Gatewood tried to control it, just couldn't. And now it seems like everything is going, his flip-flopped, everything is going the way of Robinson. Brewer checked out, Hamilton's back in, so he gives him a little size underneath. Bush looking for a screen, never got one. McGraw thought about it. Terrell back out. Porter walked. Porter had a good opening game, 6 points, 6 rebounds against Northside, and he's just really not had it going offensively since then, just 2 points in the next 2 games. Gatewood inside to Hamilton, and he missed the chippy. Gatewood got it back, double pumped, clutched, and Hamilton got the rebound and might have got a finger in the eye and got fouled in the process. Kelly, I believe, is who's getting the foul. His first. So Hamilton goes to the line for the 1-and-1. Knocks it down. Dylan Hamilton with 5 points now. Had 15 in the opener, 10 yesterday. So he's got a streak of double-figure games going. And Southside's going to make a quick substitution. Jackson will come in for Gatewood. Mavs with an 8-point lead, 3:49 to go. And they extend the man-to-man defense. McGraw looking for help, finally gets it over to Porter. McGraw cuts in the lane, nice pass off the window, had to rush it because York was all over him and missed it. Good execution, they just couldn't close the deal. Bush almost had a steal. Moore kicks it out, York open for 3, makes him pay. Elijah York has been a spark plug off the bench. He's got 10 points now. So far, he's been the X factor for Southside. McGraw drives in, draws contact. Is it on the floor or is it a basket? They're going to count it. York picks up the foul. That's 2 on him. And McGraw with a chance to cut the lead to 10. And he does. Xavier McGraw with 5 points. Jackson for 3, and that was an air ball. McGraw with the rebound. Bush has been quiet. He's got the ball now. He's going to pull up, shoot the jumper, falls down, Gets his own rebound. Amazing, he got up that quickly. Oh, he had a nice pass inside to Porter, and Porter thought he was going to shoot. Bush shot it, fell on the ground, got back up and got his own rebound. I don't know if I've ever seen a player go to the ground and then get their own rebound. That was an athletic move, to say the least. Moore. Nice move to the basket with the left hand, and Ike Moore has got 9 points. He is putting on a show these last 2 games for the Mavericks. McGraw says, look, I'll answer you on the other end, but he couldn't get the rebound. He got his back, kicks it out. Terrell for 3, no good. They tip the rebound out high. Look at Jackson go, taking it to the rack. He got fouled. Terrell will pick up the foul. You might have heard Coach Harden in the background saying that was a good block. Didn't care for the call, but there was a lot of contact, and the ball went careening out. Often you're going to see that called, whether it was clean or not. The free throw's no good. Terrell will check out, and Toombs checks in for the first time today. DeMonte Toombs. He's been a presence on the inside for the Senators. Second free throw is no good. So Robinson with the chance to get the lead back under 10, almost to backcourt. Nice play to keep it in play. McGraw drives to the basket. He likes to do that. That was swatted away by Moore. Senators come away with it, though, as Southside got a little sloppy. And Porter will try to drive the lane and draws contact. I think it'll be on Moore. Nope. Solomon picks up the foul. He came in for York. So 2 shots for Porter. Knocks it down. Well, he's the best free throw shooter on their team, no question about that. He's got one more coming with 1:42 to go. Missed. Rebound goes to Moore of Southside. Jackson. Inside, tried to find Hamilton. He was wide open. The pass went wide. An unforced turnover cost Southside on that possession. They'll agonize over that one watching the film. And just a little bit out of control right now are both teams. Hamilton goes to the deck. I think they're going to call a hip check on Kelly. And they will. So double bonus time, and Hamilton misses the first. Gatewood's going to check back in. Solomon checks out. Tokes checks in for Kelly. McGraw thought he was coming in for him. And Coach Harden goes, no, 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 him. Hamilton knocks down the second free throw. 10-point ball game. 1:10 to go. Bush says, I don't need a screen, Mr. McGraw. Just go down there. But he needs help right now. He's double teamed. He does get it over to Porter. Bush drives the lane, pretty move, but couldn't get it to go, and Hamilton's got the rebound. Clears it out. Southside's got numbers if they can push. Gatewood looking for help. Good defense by the Senators, and a block from behind by Toombs. And the Senator fans are not going to like that call one bit. Hamilton makes the first. He's got 8 points so far. Make it 9. 12-point game. Southside in front. We're under a minute to go. McGraw a little frustrated, you can tell, as he's dribbling the ball a little extra hard, bringing it up the floor, and that's kicked by Moore into the first row. And he gets a high five from the gentleman that caught it. Applauding the defense. Dokes with it now. Gets it to Bush. Inside. Toombs, spin move, a lot of contact. Nothing called, then throws it away. Tried to bounce pass it to Bush, but threw it right at his feet, and he just could not catch it. He wasn't expecting it to be that low. Southside with the chance to add to the lead, 19.3 to go. I would imagine they'll hold for the final shot here. Or maybe not. Gatewood drives in. That was maybe a little ill-advised, and he stepped on the inline as he got the rebound, and that'll turn over to Robinson. So now Robinson, conceivably with a three, could cut it to under 10 at halftime. They're going to have to get something going quick. McGraw pulls up for three, no good. Rebound. And we have reached halftime, and Southside on top of Robinson, 37-25.
People here in Arkansas, yeah, they love to have their fun. So when they want to party right and when the party place gets it done, balloons, costumes, and decorations, the themes of party education. It's time to party, so come to the party place. It's time to party, so come to the party place. Let's party.
Weichert King Realty Group provides an extraordinary real estate experience for clients and agents. Come see us at 3920 Rogers Avenue or online at kingrealtygroup.net.
Halftime. Southside in front of Robinson 37-25. Looking at the halftime numbers. Southside is 10 of 24 from the floor for 42%. 7 of 10 from 3, and that's the difference right now in the ballgame. 70% from behind the arc. Yet 10 of 17 from the free throw line. That's 59%. For Robinson, 9 of 32 from the floor. That's 28%. They are 0 of 7. They have not hit a 3. Southside has hit 7. That is a 21-point difference, and that is the story of the first half. 7 of 14 from the line for Robinson. That's 50%. So neither team doing much from the free throw line. Offensively, Elijah York off the bench with 10 points, 3 of 3 from behind the arc. He's been a spark plug. 9 points for Moore. 6 points for Marshall, also off the bench. So there's 16 right there off the bench. And then Hamilton with 9 and Solomon with 3. For Robinson, they are led by Bush with 6. McGraw has 5. 2 for Porter. 2 for Terrell. 4 for Hall. 4 for Harris. And 2 for Johnson. Rebounds are even. Both teams with 23 rebounds. Though it seemed like Southside was dominating the boards. Second chance points, both teams with 10. But Southside 25 points off the bench to 6 for Robinson. And that is why the Mavericks have a 37-25 lead as we get underway with quarter number 3. So glad you're with us on the Southside Mavericks app and website, the Northside Grizzlies apps and website, or if you're joining us on the NIAAA app. Glad to have you along this afternoon. First of 4 ball games here as we wrap up play at the Coca-Cola Christmas Classic presented by the Party Place. And we're ready to go. Bush into the lane, contact, missed it. Porter went up with the rebound and draws a foul. It's McGraw, Bush, Porter, Hall, and Johnson on the floor for the Senators. Moore, Gatewood, Solomon, Hamilton, and Brewer. As Gatewood picks up his second foul. Porter misses the free throw. Or no, he made it. So it's an 11-point game. Second one on the way, no good. Rebound, back up and in, though, by Quincy Johnson. So quickly, a little 3-point spurt for Robinson to open the quarter. Brewer went inside and lost the handle. Got wide open but couldn't control it. Both teams looking to close out the tournament with the victory and earn a 7th place finish. McGraw's got 5. Bush has 6. Hall's got 4. Now gives it over to Quincy. He scored 5. Porter, number 4 with the ball now, has scored 3. And they're going to call 3 seconds in the lane on P.J. Hall. I think that's the first time we've seen 3 seconds called the entire tournament. A little surprising. You don't see it called too often. Solomon to the basket, lost the handle trying to give it to Hamilton. Stolen away by Robinson, and Hamilton manages to tie it up. Possession arrow will keep it with Southside. Ike Moore makes his way to the baseline to inbound it. Fires it right to Brewer. He shoots it and scores. Hollis Brewer with his first basket of the ball game, and the lead back to 11. (39-28). Robinson inbounds on the baseline. Hall looking for somebody, just kicks it over to Johnson. He kicks it back out to Bush. Inside to Johnson. Goes up strong, fouled by Moore. And Ike immediately retreats to the far end of the court. That's his second foul. Johnson to the line now for a pair. Missed the first. 2 team fouls now on the Mavericks. Second free throw from Johnson, no good. Hamilton with the rebound. Now Brewer pushing it. Had Solomon break into the basket. He had to throw it back out. He was too far underneath. Porter. Look at Bush drive to the basket and lay it off the glass. Man, he is fun to watch. That is 8 points for him now. And we've got a 9-point ball game, and Robinson has chipped away at the lead. Southside had it 12 at halftime. That one's blocked by Porter. They've got the numbers. Bush draws contact on the floor. That'll be Gatewood with his third foul. Coleman's going to check in for Brewer. Was on the floor, third team foul against Southside. Bush into the lane, nice pass over to Porter. He goes inside, pumps, can't get it to go. Hamilton with the rebound. Mavs looking to push it. Ike Moore drives to the basket. Might have been blocked by Johnson. Tie up underneath, and who comes away with it? The Senators do, somehow. Bush wants it on the far side, but Quincy Johnson never saw him. Missed the shot, and now a little sloppy with the dribbling is Southside, and we'll have a timeout. They're going to give Robinson a timeout. 30-second timeout. We will take it with them. 5:10 to go. Quarter number 3. 9-point lead for Southside.
Weichert King Realty Group provides an extraordinary real estate experience for clients and agents. Come see us at 3920 Rogers Avenue or online at kingrealtygroup.net.
Nine-point game with 5:10 to go in quarter number 3. Southside has led throughout. Biggest lead was 12, and that was the lead both midway in the second quarter and at halftime. But Robinson has kind of scratched and clawed, kept their way in it, though Southside has led the entire way. The three-point shooting has cooled off for Southside. They had 22 points off threes in the first quarter. What a nice block by Moore. I don't know if Hall was really intending to shoot or not, but Moore swatted it away, and now he's got it and gives it over to Gatewood. Driving in, blocked by Porter, got it back, and they're going to call a foul on the floor. And the referee was about to tee up somebody from Robinson. Porter picks up the foul. He paused and said, "Excuse me," which means, "I heard what you said, don't say it again." Hamilton drives in, kicks it to Moore, and they'll have to back it out. Solomon will reset up top. Here comes Moore driving in and had it just taken away by Bush. 3-on-3. Bush hangs in the air, couldn't get it to go, but he draws contact and he's going to the line for a pair. Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul on Cameron Bush. And the Senator fans and Coach Harden are about to lose their mind. They can't believe that one. Wow. I don't know I've ever seen somebody called for a charge when both players are in the air, but you see something new every day, right? Or at least you try to. Both teams a little frustrated right now. Gatewood double clutched, goes to the basket and draws contact. Moore inadvertently collided with the official, and unlike the Music City Bowl yesterday where the official tossed the Kentucky player after trying to help him up, everybody's okay here. Bush picks up the foul. Gatewood makes the first. The lead's back up to 10. McGraw went over and had a quick conference with Coach Harden. He's back, ready to go, and Tay Gatewood with his second free throw. Missed it, but the rebound goes to Southside. Coleman came away with it. Nice work. Inside, outside for three, and swatted away by Quincy Johnson. You don't see three-pointers blocked every day, that's for sure. And Quincy Johnson rejected that one big time. You can bet Coleman's going to think twice about shooting another three with Mr. Johnson in the neighborhood. Does a nice job pulling the pass down. Now needs help. Kicks it across. Here's Gatewood for three. Got it. Big three for Gatewood. Now the lead is 13. That's the biggest lead the Mavericks have had. Now they turn up the pressure, and Robinson struggling to get it into an open shot. Bush feeds it inside and had Johnson for a layup, and he couldn't hold the pass. That kind of sums up the way it's gone for Robinson so far this afternoon. Moore. They left Gatewood open for three again. He couldn't get it to go. Moore battles for the rebound, comes away with it. And Southside retains possession thanks to the hustle of Ike Moore. Close to a 5-second goal as McGraw takes it away and then lays it off the glass and good. Coach Harden wants the press, trying to pump his team up. They still look a little lifeless out on the floor. If they had Coach Harden's energy right now, they'd be all over the place. Hamilton lowers his shoulder, drives in the lane, and draws contact from Quincy Johnson. That'll be his first foul. Hamilton at the line for a pair. First one, no good. Robinson 8 of 17 from the line. Southside 11 of 20, now 11 of 21. Leads back up to 12 as we're under 2:30 to go, and now the Mavs press. Robinson beat it. Oh, a lackadaisical pass to the lane. Ike Moore takes it away. Got to make crisp passes. That one got away from Southside. Now Robinson's got it, but look at that. Coleman almost came up with a big steal on the other end. Stepped out of bounds, but gets a big low five from Coach Cooper. He likes what he's seeing from his team right now. Mr. Harris is going to check in for Robinson. And Quincy Johnson will take a break with 4 points. Harris has 4 off the bench so far. Press breakers on. McGraw gets it across. Now he's triple teamed and fouled. And they're going to charge Mr. Brewer with the foul. going inside to Harris. Turns and faces the basket. Now dribbles in. Hamilton blocked it the whole way. McGraw got the rebound, drives inside. Contact. Who's it going to be on? I think they're going to call it on Moore. Nope, they're going to call it on Hamilton. That's his first. McGraw will go to the line for a pair. Gatewood with 3 fouls and Hall with 3 fouls. The only players in foul trouble in the ball game, and free throws again continuing to haunt both teams. One more going for McGraw from the line, and he missed them both. Hamilton with the rebound. Now a little 2-on-2 action. Coleman pulls up, missed it. Big battle for the rebound. Bodies go flying, and Robinson has it. Oh, Hamilton runs in to Bush. Yeah, you got to call that. Or ran into Hall, and that'll be his second foul. And now Elijah York checks in for the first time in the second half. And his 10 points off the bench have been huge for Southside. Foul as Bush goes to the basket. That'll be on York, and that's the 17th foul on Southside. Bush goes to the line for a pair, and he can't get the first one to go. 8 of 20 from the free throw line for Robinson. That one goes. They're going to have to improve at the line if they want back into this one, because they're going to be shooting some free throws for a while. Hamilton puts it on the deck against Harris. Stolen away by Bush. And a little showtime. Cameron Bush in double figures now with 11 points. 9-point game. The momentum shifting Robinson's way yet again. Their bench clapping for defense right now. Moore thought about it. Drives baseline. Stolen away. They've got numbers if they can take advantage quickly. McGraw takes it in through the trees. No good. Rebound. Brewer. Here comes Southside. And Brewer tried to do too much. Might have got away with the travel. Taken away by Hall. To McGraw. Elliott. Here comes the press. Needs help. Gets it back to McGraw. A little helter-skelter there the last 30 seconds. Three-pointer from Hall, and he knocked it down. Boy, I didn't see that coming. And we've got a 6-point game with under 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Moore tried to shake and bake, turned it over. They get it to Bush. Ball's on the floor, bodies flying everywhere. Hall's got to be careful. He's pleading the official, why wasn't there a foul called? He said much more. He might have gotten teed up. We've completed 3 quarters. It is Southside 44, Robinson 38.
People here in Arkansas, yeah, they love to have their fun. So when they want to party right, and when the party place gets it done, balloons, costumes, and decorations, the teams of party education. It's time to party, so come to the party place. It's time to party, so come to the party place. Let's party.
8 minutes in regulation left to go in this one. Southside's led the whole way. Their lead, though, has been trimmed down to 6 points as Robinson ends the third quarter with a flourish. McGraw, Bush, Porter, Hall, and Harris on the floor for Robinson right now with the ball. Here comes the double team. McGraw looking right at Harris. Now he gets it to him. Harris puts it on the deck, has it stolen away by Coleman. Coleman all the way, lost the handle, got it back, somehow had the ability to make the layup, but he was on the end line. It's Moore, Coleman, York, Hamilton, and Brewer on the floor for Southside. Bush, the leading scorer with 11. Hall thought about a three, hit one just a moment ago. McGraw drives in amongst the trees, tried to give it to Porter. Porter wasn't ready for it and lost it. Hamilton took it away. Brewer takes it to the basket, double clutch, missed. Hamilton, wow, out of nowhere with the putback off the window, and the lead's back up to 8. That's a big basket for Southside. Robinson's got to find some offense somewhere. The pressure's giving him fits right now. McGraw to Harris. Hall launch a three, no good. Harris with the rebound. One of the few offensive rebounds for Robinson. The putback won't go, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. He's been solid at the free throw line. So Hamilton picks up his second foul. And now Robinson is in the bonus. First one from Harris is good. Gatewood's going to check in for Brewer. One more for Harris. That one's good as well. The lead is back down to 6. Moore with the ball now. He's got 9. Drives in, high off the window, too hard. And now the Senators have numbers. Bush all alone lays it up and in. 4-point game. Senators don't press. They'll pick him up, though, at the half-court line. Here they come, and Coach Cooper's going to take a timeout. His team clinging to a 4-point lead. Don't forget, the Party Place sells costumes all year long and for any occasion. Birthdays, not just costumes, also. You have balloon bouquets, balloon creations, and all your party favors and your favorite themes, because birthdays are big at the Party Place. The largest locally owned party supply store in Arkansas with 3 locations, Rogers, Conway, and here in Fort Smith, just down the street behind Central Mall. The Party Place, the Party Supply Superstore. Mascot Media. We provide branding, promotional, and fundraising services for high school athletic programs nationwide. Mobile apps, tickets, print promotions, and websites like the one or mobile apps like the ones you're watching this broadcast on. Empower the school to create their own sports network. 6:10 to go. Southside ball. York had it taken away. Moore has it. He loses it momentarily. Somehow got it back. It was tipped. Tried to force a pass. Blocked. Moore goes up for a shot. And Porter, I think, is going to get the foul. Both teams pressing a little hard right now. Porter with 3 fouls. That's the 15th foul on Robinson. Moore goes to the line. He's 2 of 6 from the line in the tournament. Knocks the first one down. No, yes, he made it. Was looking up. York's going to check out. And Solomon returns. Six-point ball game. Harris for 3, no good. Rebounded by Porter. Trying to go back up. Contact, if it goes, yes. Javion Porter gets his second basket of the ball game. He's got 5. Gatewood picks up his 4th. That's a big one there for Southside. We'll see what Coach Cooper decides to do, if he leaves him in or brings him out. And Porter makes the free throw. And it's a 3-point game. Robinson hit some free throws down the stretch. Gatewood with 4 fouls. Has got to be careful driving the lane. Porter didn't give him a clean look, and Robinson's got it now with the chance to cut it to 1 or tie it. Bush, a little push off now for 3. No good. Harris with the rebound. And taken away by Solomon. They've got Moore streaking ahead of the defense. Gatewood lays it off the glass, good. Got to be very careful when you're driving the lane with 4 fouls. Gatewood pulled it off, though. Bush, spin move, pulls up off the window, good. Cameron Bush with 15 now. 1-2 short of his tournament high in the opener against Northside. Robinson's outscored Southside in the second half, 24-13. They have not led, though. Off the window, Mr. Hamilton. Nice ball movement. McGraw drives in and somehow kissed it off the glass. 3-point game. Southside's going to milk a little clock, up by 3 with under 3:45 to go. Gatewood driving in the lane, had it blocked by McGraw, and it goes off Gatewood, out of bounds to Robinson. They cleared out, let him go, and good defense. McGraw gets it over to Bush. He's the leading scorer with 15. McGraw from behind the arc. Into Harris, across court to Bush. He puts it on the deck, drives inside, contact, floater no good. Harris rebound, back up and in. And we've got a 1-point game. Gatewood driving in again, and what are they going to call? Something on the perimeter. Who's it on? Boy, it didn't look like there was a lot of contact. Javion Porter picks up his 4th foul. That is his 6th team foul now on the center. There's one more. And Southside shooting free throws. Moore trapped, somehow got it loose. And look, oh, that was Moore on the baseline going up after Solomon got trapped. Couldn't convert, lost it out of bounds. And now Robinson with the chance to take the lead for the first time today. 3:03 to go in regulation. It's going to be like this all day. All these games are going to be really competitive today, you think. Looking at the statistic numbers, Bush. Hall thought about it, drives inside, contact aplenty, ball goes loose. It's going to be a jump ball on the floor, and then the possession arrow goes to Southside. And a full timeout from Coach Cooper. We'll take the timeout with them. Rebels clinging to a 1-point lead late in the 4th.
People here in Arkansas, yeah, they love to have their fun. So when they want to party right, and when the party place gets it done, balloons, costumes, and decorations, the teams of party education. It's time to party, so come to the party place. It's time to party, so come to the party place. Let's party.
2:45 exactly to go in regulation. It is a 1-point game. Southside in front of Robinson, 52-51. Dylan Hamilton with 14 points leading the Mavericks. Ike Moore has 11. For the Senators, Cameron Bush leads the way with 15 points. And the Senators will inbound with the opportunity to take the first lead of the ball game. Bush. Harris. Turnaround jumper, won't go. Rebound goes to Southside. So the Senators have yet to lead. Bush with a little bit of an elbow, and they will play on. Everybody's a little surprised there wasn't a contact on that. That was pretty noticeable. And they're going to catch Coleman with the foul on the perimeter against Bush. That'll be his second. And that'll put Bush at the line. He's 1 of 2 from the line. 11-19 for the tournament. Missed it. Rebound to Southside. And now a timeout by Coach Cooper as Solomon was in trouble. 30-second timeout for Southside.
Weichert King Realty Group provides an extraordinary real estate experience for clients and agents. Come see us at 3920 Rogers Avenue or online at kingrealtygroup.net.
Go Mavericks!
1-point game with 2:19 to go in regulation. Southside basketball, the possession arrow is in their favor. Both teams are going to be in the bonus. Robinson has committed 6 fouls, so next foul on them puts Southside in the bonus. Southside has committed 9 fouls, so Robinson's going to be in the double bonus with the next foul. Free throw shooting has been a bit of an enigma in this ball game, so this thing's far from over. Gatewood with the ball. He's got 4 fouls. He's going to take it to the rack and kisses it high off the window. 3-point lead. McGraw avoids contact. Now there's contact if it goes. Oh, but they're going to call a charge. Oh, my goodness. That's his 3rd foul. Boy, credit to Ike Moore for taking the charge. Man, he's shaking his head. He felt that one. That did not come easy. York checks back in for Southside, and Gatewood will. Nope, Gatewood's still in there. Hard to read these numbers. Through the lane goes Mr. Moore. He's got 13 now. McGraw lost it out of bounds, but they're going to say that it went off of Solomon. And York's going to come out, and Coleman will come back in. Bush takes it in off the window. What a strong move to the basket. He's going to have to do more of that to keep Robinson in the ball game. 3-point ball game, and Cameron Bush with 17 points. Tournament high for him. Under 90 seconds to go. Moore missed it, got his own rebound. That's huge. Inside to Hamilton off the window. Count it. Southside's going to take a full timeout. And that'll leave them with 1 left. 1:15 to go. The Mavericks clinging to a 5-point lead. Coach Charlie Cooper's team trying to break a 4-game losing streak. They have a 5-point lead with 1:15 to go in regulation. Both teams are in the bonus, and both teams have struggled from the free throw line. Southside's cooled off in the second half. They had hit 7 3-pointers in the first half. They've only hit 2 one in the second half. And I don't believe Robinson has finally hit a 3-pointer. They didn't hit any in the first half, but still, Southside, the 3-point shooting in the first half has proven to be the difference. It's been all Robinson offensively in the second half. But they're going to need a couple possessions and a stop if we're going to have more basketball this afternoon in this game. Hall, a 3, no good. Rebound by Gatewood. Under a minute to go. Here comes the pressure. Gatewood easily across. And now Southside's going to back it up and work clock. Can't blame him. Robinson's going to have to foul at some point. Oh, Hamilton almost lost it. Coach Cooper tried to get a timeout, and they finally give it to him. And he is not happy. Hamilton was on the ground. He started yelling timeout. It's not like you can't hear him. There's not that many people in the gym. And he just told the officials, I can't yell any louder. He's got to be careful. They'll tee him up right now. The officials got him bowing up a little bit. They don't appreciate that. So that's the final timeout for Southside. Take a timeout and go to the party place. Get your New Year's Eve kits while supplies last. Package of 10 starting at $9.99. Costumes all year long. You know you want to wear a costume on New Year's Eve. Who doesn't? Birthday is also very big at the party place. Everything you need for a birthday party, they've got it. The largest locally owned party supply store in Arkansas. 3 locations, Rogers, Conway, and here in Fort Smith. 36.9 left. Coach Cooper's got to draw something up and protect this lead. He's out of timeouts, at least by my count. That could be a factor as they inbound it at midcourt on the offensive end. Robinson down 5 with 36.9. You think they've got to foul somewhat. Let's take a look quickly at the free throw numbers. Southside is 12 of 21. That's 57%. Robinson's 12 of 25. That's 48%. That'll be a hack-a-shack finish to this one. Hamilton, he's been saw at the line. There's Coleman. They're not fouling. I'm really surprised by Robinson. Now there's a foul on the perimeter, and it looked like more of a kick than anything. I don't know if there was a lot of contact there. Porter will foul out of the ball game with 6 points. So Porter fouls out, and that will bring Harris back onto the floor. Coleman will go to the line and shoot the free throws. He has not attempted a free throw in the entire tournament. Talk about pressure with 31 seconds left, and he missed it. Rebound Robinson. They got to go quickly. They need 2 possessions. There's under 30 seconds left. Pressure by Southside. They're not going to concede him a good look. Hall thought about a 3. Here's Bush. You know he'll shoot it. Drives inside off the window. It's way too hard. Rebound cleared out by Hamilton. Players dive on him. Foul or a tie-up. They're going to call a tie-up, but the possession arrow belongs to Southside. Boy, Hamilton was just laying there, and he got creamed. York will check in for Coleman. And on the other end, Harris checks out, and Kelly checks in. They need a steal or a foul real quick with 14.8 to go. Southside gets it in and lost it out of bounds. It's going to belong to Robinson. Boy, you couldn't have drawn that up better. Quickly, Harris will check back in for Kelly. So Robinson still with the chance. They're going to have to score quickly, though. Who are they going to get it to? Harris and Bush both won it. Harris gets it inside, goes up off the window. He's fouled. Clock stops at 11.3. Hamilton to pick up the foul. That's his third, and Elliott Harris goes to the free throw line where he's a perfect 4 of 4.
Dylan Hamilton is third, 10th team foul.
Big free throws here. Nothing to it. One more. Kelly's going to check in for Harris if he makes this one. York will check in as well. Got them both. 3-point game. York checks in for Southside foul with 9.8 left. McGraw will pick it up. That's his fourth. One and one for Ike Moore. He is 1 for 2 today, 2 of 6 over the course of the tournament. Kelly and Harris switch out. Big free throw for Mr. Moore. He could put it away with this one. And he does. Going to be hard to come back now. 2-possession game with 9.8 left. Southside. Is apparently going to end that losing streak, barring a miracle finish. Bush, deepest three we've seen this week, gets his own rebound, goes up and is fouled by Hamilton with 2.9 left. Fourth foul on Hamilton. Bush goes to the line where he is 1 for 3 today, 11 of 20 for the tournament. Makes the first. Now this is interesting. Do you try to miss this one? Well, he made it. So it's a 3-point game. Southside's got to get it in. They're getting close to a 5-second call. Did they get it? Oh, a timeout. Like, wait, he didn't does he have any? Okay, I guess they had a full one left. I didn't think they had any left. So that's got to be his last timeout. That was awful close to a 5-second call. 2.9 left. Robinson trails by 3. Well, I guess one of the timeouts I thought Southside had called was actually called by Robinson. The possession arrow is in Robinson's favor. So they can try to go for the tie-up or the steal. A foul will put Southside at the line. But they've got to do it quickly with 2.9. Coach Cooper drawing up the inbounds play. His team trying to shake a 4-game losing streak. They can taste victory, but it's not going to come easy. Robinson trying to break a 2-game losing streak. Gatewood will inbound. Terrell is guarding him. Here comes the motion for Southside. They get into Moore. There's the contact. 2.1, so just 0.7 went off the clock. And it's McGraw with the foul, and that's his 5th. That's a tough loss there for Robinson. He's got 9 points, and he's their do-everything point guard. And we'll see who Coach Harden puts in his place. He's going to take his time. He'll put Dokes in. J.D. Dokes will check in. And Moore will go to the line. He is 3 of 4 this afternoon before of 8 for the tournament. He can put it away with a free throw here, and he does. And it's going to be all but impossible, barring a three-point miracle shot and foul. This would definitely ice it, and he gets them both. Southside's going to break their streak as Bush unlaunches a long three, no good. And the Mavericks have broken a 4-game losing streak and will take 7th place here at the Coke Classic by a final score of 62-57. Behind 17 points from Ike Moore. Outstanding. Leading the way for Robinson was Cameron Bush with 19. We'll see if they do an all-tournament recognition real quick before we sign off, or if they'll do that later. Both coaches, you see, exchanging words of encouragement to each other at midcourt. And I guess that's going to do it. So our final score, Southside 62, Robinson 57.